So today we're going to winterize the irrigation. I was away for work for a couple weeks and the backflow preventer ended up freezing up.
What are we gonna fix today?
We're going to fix this piece. This piece froze and broke off the top of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you want to hold it? So that's what's broken.
Yeah.
We got to get some tools. So got some new parts and that's what we're going to do today. Fix that and then blow out all the lines. So you want to hold this on here. All right. We're going to take this nut off. Ready? Here. So this is a lock nut. See that white piece of plastic in there? That stops it from loosening up. Take that off, and this is trash. That's broken.
That's the thing that's broken?
Yep, and here's the new one. All right, so this one is gonna go right through that hole.
Okay.
Go ahead, you can do it. All right, and now this nut goes right here. So now we'll tighten it up. Perfect. Good job.
It looks like a,
So 11 millimeter socket and an 8 millimeter box wrench. That goes in.
Hey, I want to see the wire.
Okay. Hold on, let me line it up for you. All right, go ahead and screw it on. Other way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let me see. Let me get it started for you. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
I fixed it.
Almost. Let me see.
Going all the way in.
So I don't know how tight. I'm just gonna
I think it's really
snug it up. Right there, seems pretty good. All right, so now it's snug. All right, let's go turn the water on. See if it worked. Hopefully this thing's a little bit waterproof. The hose leaked.
Oh no.
Let's go blow the camera off. All right. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up too bad. Let's go see if we have any leaks. And just to make sure it's working, I'll go ahead and put a zone on. Oh, why is that off? How did she even turn that off? Well, I don't see any leaking, and the sprinklers are going. So let's blow it all out. All right, so shut the water supply off to the sprinklers. So all you need to blow out your sprinklers is this piece right here and an air compressor. It's pretty easy. So I have a hose spigot that's connected to the water feed for the sprinklers right here. So I can open this up and drain the water that's already in the line right here.
I have a belly drink from it.
You want to drink from that? Or we could go in the house and get you a drink.
I just want to stick my tongue out.
So now we're going to put this air fitting adapter on here.
Oh no, what happened to the water? What happened to the water?
It's empty. Okay, so that's on there.
Okay.
All right, so let's get this air compressor going. So here's the hose.
I'm gonna run from it.
Yeah, it's only a little bit loud.
Alright, and then I'm gonna run fast from it. A little bit loud makes me run.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this
Yeah, very loud.
goes right in here, okay? You want to plug that in?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does this go right in here?
Sure does. Push.
Well, how does I count?
It's got to go in straight, right like that. Yep. Push. Go ahead, push, push, push. Oh. There we go. Does it come out now?
No.
All right, so it's in there. All right, I'm gonna plug this in. This thing likes to pop the breakers, so we'll see how it does. And now this end right here is gonna go. Yep, you got it. All right, ready? Loud noises. So you could use a pancake compressor. I've seen people do it. I just think it's going to take a lot longer. That's only a 60-gallon compressor I got there, and even that takes a long time. You'll see. When you hire someone to blow out your sprinklers, they're going to come with a tow-behind diesel air compressor. They're made for running jackhammers all day, and they'll blow the system out, pretty much as fast as you could turn them on. This compressor here, we're probably going to fill it up, completely drain it, probably 10 times. So I mean, it's a workout for it, for sure. I'll try to drain all the water out of the front yard, and then I'll give the air compressor like a 30-minute cool down. I'll go inside and have breakfast or something like that. Give the thing a little bit of a break. I don't want to break it, because this is a pretty heavy task for it. All right, so I'm gonna do the street side first. Here we go. And the one over there by the telephone pole, that's gonna empty first, and then right down the line, this will be the last one to drain. Now's a good time to check to see if you have any issues with any of them too. See, these are all working pretty well. All right, so this one started. And that right there, that chews up a lot of your air. We got that one. So there might not be enough pressure to get this one. We'll see. Yeah, so this one here is not even spinning. There we go. Sometimes these MP rotors, they need a little help. Hold on, we're doing these ones first. Oh, we made it to this one. Nice. So I'm gonna wait until I don't really see any more water coming out of here. I don't have a lot of pressure anymore, so I might have to let that build up. That's been running for approximately 5 minutes. So I'll stop that, I'll let that build up. So if you don't have an app on your phone that can operate your sprinklers and you don't want to run to your basement, you can always do it from your control valve. Open the lid and you'll see here's the zone valves. And mine says right on it which way to turn for on and off. The only thing with mine is I have a main control valve, so by me turning that, it's not going to work. So I have to turn on at least one of the zones to get the main valve open. So I'll go ahead and turn on one of them. So that is the zone by the street. And if I go and take this one here and I turn it, that opens that one also. So now I have 2 zones going open. Okay, next zone. Here we go. So same as the other ones, the feed comes from that side. So the one all the way over there will start first, and it'll come right down. And all the lines get shorter now, so it shouldn't take as long. See, that one already started. This one comes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one's over there. You're gonna get all wet. So my wife ran this one over and broke it, so we'll see if that affects the draining of it. Maybe. But I betcha. Maybe I could step on it. Plug it with my thumb. You want to help me change this one?
I like.
Hey, do you have a little shovel? You want to go get a little shovel and we can fix this one?
No, I just want to play in the
Okay. Looks like that end one is almost there. Leave it alone. That's... Yeah, she likes driving these over. All right, so unfortunately, these are the only tips I have. This one's a little bit wider than what I need. But it's better than nothing, and I can change this out in the springtime for a 90 degree. Can you hold that? All right, so these threads are all gucked up. So, just put in a whole new body. You okay, bud? All right. All right, let me turn this on. Almost. I'm just gonna clean it out. So this plastic piece here is like a clean out nozzle. So step back because it's aiming right to you. Come this way, bud. This way. Come behind me. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And then to change nozzle, all I do is I grab this, I stop the irrigation, and then I unscrew it while holding this. Thanks, bud. Make sure this filter is semi-clean, which doesn't look bad. Put that in. Screw it on there. All right, and I'm not sure how wide that's going to be, so I'm going to move the camera out of the way so it doesn't get sprayed. All right, so these are all cleaned out. I don't even see any more mist spraying out. This one's got a little bit of mist, but that's not enough. And you know what? Somebody ran this one over too, I think, because it's leaking quite a bit at the bottom here. No, you don't stomp on it, that breaks them. So I will let that air compressor build up some more, and then I'll run through all these again and get whatever's laying around inside the pipes out of there with full pressure. So this compressor's been running for probably 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of a break. Let it cool down a little bit. I don't want to blow it up just because I want to empty my sprinklers. All right, so I let this thing cool down for about 15 minutes. All right, let's empty these ones. These ones use up a lot of air. So that was 2 minutes. The one good thing about the backyard is the land slopes down, so any water that is in there should naturally drain to that back sprinkler in the back. I just gotta wait for the compressor to build up enough pressure to shoot it out of there. I'm gonna continue and get most of the water out of the line. So it's a pretty easy job to do. It's just time consuming depending on the size of your air compressor. If you had a little pancake compressor, it'll take a lot longer. If you have a big shop air compressor, you should be able to do it pretty quickly. It also depends on the system that you have too. I have all 3/4 inch pipe and pretty long runs. So I think the whole job probably took, including giving the air compressor a cool down period, probably took about 2 hours. And that's even repairing broken sprinkler too. I installed the system myself, so I know where all the pipe is and I know how to fix it, so doing it myself, kind of a no-brainer. And I know nothing got missed. One thing I also have is an expansion pipe over there if I wanted to add more zones over there. So it's just basically a pipe that supplies water, and I have a valve box with a manual valve. So I'm gonna go and empty that also, because that should have a little bit of water in it. And if I hired this out, that most likely would have been missed. So right over here I have a little valve box. And I'll open this and then get out of the way. So like I said, I have a master valve. So that was just pressure that was in the line. So I have to turn on one of these sprinklers in order to open up the master valve, and that'll pressurize this. So I'll turn the back sprinkler on. And like I said, if I hired this out, this probably would have gotten missed. Hey, bud. You see this valve in here? That had water in it. So if you take this, step to the side over here. You take this valve and you open it, it'll let the water out. Go ahead, you can do it. Nice and easy. Whoa! All the way, all the way. Open it up all the way. There you go. That lets all the water out. Yeah, you gotta let all the water out, otherwise when it gets really cold, it'll freeze and it'll break it. And then in the springtime, we have a bunch of leaks everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We don't want that. Daddy did that one year. I forgot to do this, and it broke a whole bunch of sprinklers. I had to replace them all. It's a lot of work.
Did the ice cracked?
Yep, the ice cracked all of the sprinklers. So that's why we got to do this. See, no water in there, so it won't freeze. Cover this back up. And that's it for winterizing. So this should be ready for springtime. Everything looks good. Nothing should freeze. And it's a pretty simple job that you can do yourself, as long as you have an air compressor. So the last thing that I do is these little fittings here. I open these and make sure there's no water inside of these. And then I'm gonna disconnect the air, because this should be completely empty now. And then, I don't know if it matters, but I put these like sideways. That way if there's water trapped on the back side of these ball valves, I don't know, supposedly it helps. Same with these things. I put these sideways. So this should all be all set for winter.